What up, my people? Welcome to Disky Football Talk, and this is the technical analysis of today's game, which is AmaZulu versus Orlando Pirates. Without wasting any time, let's just get into the video and get into the first action of the game. And this is the first action of the game, and we see, look at the time there, and what you see is that AmaZulu is allowing Pirates to build. You see, there's no pressure. Look at Shine, he's just strolling with the ball. Look at his positioning, where he is and the ball, and there's no pressure. And this basically told us what AmaZulu was planning to do, was just sit back and hit Pirates on the counter. You see, they're just letting them play, which was very, I don't know, it was very surprising for me to see that, as to they let China like come up with the ball up until like the halfway line. That was very surprising. And yeah, Pirates are moving the ball, and they move the ball very well in this game, something which I liked. And I feel like they could have moved the ball way quicker. That's the missing piece from Pirates, is having a midfielder that can move the ball very quick. So on to another action, and we'll see what's happening here. So in this action, where, like I say, it's another emphasis on the structure of AmaZulu. As you can see, it's a 1-2-3-4-5-5-3-2 structure, which that's what they were hoping to defend against. And I feel like the only way to defend against teams like Pirates, Sundowns, and like Chiefs as well, I'm gonna mention Chiefs, is that you have to defend with a 5 at the back, because these players here that are playing in the pockets, it's gonna be very difficult for you to defend against if you only have 4 players. So you need to have 5, and then those 5 players, that okay, it's a man-to-man, everyone knows who to pick up, other than a 4 where you'll be overloaded. You see. And also look at the positioning of Pirates players. They're playing in between the lines of the defensive line of AmaZulu and the midfield line. See this zone here? That's what we call the between the lines. This is where the danger is. If you can find these players here, that's when you can start creating chances and creating chances. So let's continue with the action to see what really happens. As you can see, AmaZulu is blocking the center. They're not trying to let Pirates like penetrate the center, so they're making them go out wide. And then Van Rooyen loses the ball here. Some of the mistakes he did in the game. So this is the second action of the game, which is the build up to the Pirates goal. And I just want you to pay attention to how Pirates the build up to the goal. Just want you to pay attention. They lose the ball, and then we look at that quick pressing, they win it back, and then they're still applying pressure to AmaZulu. They lose the ball again, but they recycle the ball, they win it, and then they try again. They're still applying the pressure, still moving the ball, and it's going to be very difficult for you to defend the whole 90, especially when a team like is able to move the ball as well as Pirates were doing. You see, they win the ball, they try to play it out, Pirates wins it back straight away. They keep piling on the pressure, keeping moving the defense side to side, piling in the pressure is mounting. You can feel that something is going to happen. They win it, but Pirates keeps them in their own half. They win the ball back. The 6-second rule is applied. See, it's going to throw in. You can see Tsetso is tired, man. You see, he's sweating because the pressure is piling. And like, just keep on watching how they move the ball, how quickly they move the ball, trying to find the spaces, and the pressure, the counter press as well, which was very impressive. As when they lose the ball, they quickly win it back in under 6 seconds. That's the 6-second rule. You see, they win it back again, and then they save the ball, and then they try again. You see, it's very relentless. You become very tired if you're defending this. So as you can see, Pirates keeps moving the ball, applying the pressure, just moving the ball. The simple things. Look at Mofokeng. He's on the right, but he's the goal scorer. Take a look at him. Just watch. His movement as well was very impressive. He's popping up everywhere. I think that's why he said he likes playing in the 10, because he has the freedom to move around. So yeah, man, look at the movement of Pirates. They're being patient, and then now it's time to penetrate. They're being patient. They know that they'll get their chance. You see, and it's a goal. Lovely team goal. I didn't count the touches. I didn't want to count the touches. It was gonna be too much. But the goal is it's too much, man. Well done to Pirates. This season they've improved a lot, and Mofokeng as well. I think this is his first time scoring with the header. Well done to the young man. Well done. Well done. That was fantastic to watch. Yeah, someone count the touches and put in the comment section. Yeah, I mean, what a team goal as well. Everyone is happy. Shout out to Pirates, man. On to another action. So yeah, we see here that the Pirates are building up with a 2-2-5-1, and you can see the structure here. I highlighted Van Rooyen here just to show the rotation that Pirates always has. Sometimes, not sometimes, man. I wanted to say the structure is always there. It's just that different players occupy different zone, but the structure remains the same. Sometimes you'll find Moremi is the one tucking in, and then Van Rooyen is the one out wide. And sometimes, as you see, Apolis is the one in the number 10 position. But if you're watching the game, sometimes you'll see Apolis is the one in the half space, and Mofokeng is the one here. So you can see that Pirates are applying a lot of rotations as well. And I highlighted Van Rooyen because Van Rooyen, ever since he came back from injury, it's been strange. He's been playing like a player who doesn't have confidence. He's not the same Van Rooyen that I know. Look, simple passes, he's making mistakes, not in the same wavelength as his teammates. Something is very worrying me about Van Rooyen. I don't know what's happening with him, especially after he came back from injury. Even in the Skukuni game, But yeah, something. On to another action of the game. And as we can see here, it's another build-up structure from Pirates, and you can see it follows the same pattern. It's a 2-2-5-1, and you can see different players, but the structure remains. In the previous structures that I've shown, you see the double pivot was Makaula and Mbata, but now you can see Mbata is the one occupying the half space, and Van Rooyen is the one who is in the double pivot. And Apolis is the one in the 10, Mofokeng is in the left half space, and then Hoto obviously is in the left channel. But the rotations that keeps happening, and the way Pirates were moving the ball was very impressive in this game. Just take a look at this, how they move the ball. The only criticism I have is that they don't have a midfielder that can move the ball quickly. This chance was a big chance for me. When I saw this, I was like, I heard his decision making was bad. But when I saw the replay, I was like, oh, okay, maybe he didn't pass the ball because Butuma was offside. If you check here, you see he's offside. But I was blaming Hoto. When I first saw it, I was like, Hoto, why didn't you cross the ball? But I think maybe he saw it, and then he's like, let me just, unlucky there. but so unlucky. That was unlucky. You know, on to another action, and this time, as you can see, in the first half they were building up with a 2-2 structure with the double pivot here, but now they saw that AmaZulu is not really applying pressure, so there's no need to have a double pivot. So they opted to leave Makaula alone, and then Mtejela was the one who's pushing up, will be playing as in the half space here with Mofokeng, and then Police is on the left hand channel. You know, obviously there's an overload on the left hand side, but this was the structure of the second half. They've changed it. You know, they left Makaula as the sole pivot, and then they moved Nimtejela to be like an attacking 8. You know, so let's see how they build up and they circulate the ball. You know, like good ball circulation from Pirates. As you can see, the player is pressuring the ball, but they're outnumbered. That's why they're able to play out. You know, it's 3 against 5. I mean 3 against 4 if you count Shine as well, because he's a ball playing goalkeeper, so he's the extra man. You know, good ball circulation, 1-2 touches, man. Like Pirates are dog. They're flowing, man. They're flowing. That was unlucky, but you can see that this team is like this Kukuni game was I think that was the first game when they came back, and you can see they were a little bit rusty, but this game, like they were like, what can I say, they were flowing, man. And then this is the goal from Mofokeng, nice header by Mahopa, and then obviously good holder play by De Jong as well. And then there's this pass by Mahopa. Like, this pass is a very special pass, because he passed it through the legs. You know, like, this is a nightmare if it's like a pass through the legs. And look at how he celebrates as well. Just look at Mahopa, how he celebrates. You know, because he knows that that pass was special, man. You know, but also Mofokeng as well deserved man of the match performance. You know, he's coming alive now. You know, and he's like, yeah, like he's really coming alive. You know, and yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching, man, and liking the video, commenting. Yeah, let's comment what you saw in the game. Yeah, what you saw in the game, some of the stuff I didn't see. You know, yeah, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. Like the video, share it to your friend, subscribe, you know, all that YouTube good stuff, you know. And see you next time, man. Peace.